I believe it might have been in Parade. It could have been in a different interview, but correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you've said that your wife saved your life
Oh, God.
along those lines.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because I was running pretty hard. I was running hard back in the day.
What does that mean?
Well, I was drinking a lot, which that didn't stop after we got married, but she beat it out of me after a while. I was just doing everything. I was a kid in a candy store, especially after I got successful and never had any money before, never been around any of that stuff before. And then all of a sudden, it became a tool that was useful until it wasn't. When Faith came along, I was burning it wide open when we met, and she started tapping the brakes for me.
How did she do that in a way that didn't repel you?
Well, look at her.
Well, I mean, right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, she's got a lot on offer. This is for sure. But like I would imagine, we don't know each other well, but that strong-willed guy, high gear, high intensity, high velocity, kid in a candy store, like Faith is incredible on a million different levels, and you also have a lot of options around. So what allowed her to dial some of those things back, which ended up being really important long-term for you and for both of you, without scaring you off in a sense?
Well, I knew that I was at a point where I needed to slow down.
Got it. So you had the self-awareness.
I had the self-awareness that I needed to slow down at the time. B, when we met, we were 28 years old. So we were a little older. We both had success. And then C, once I met her, I didn't want to lose her.
What was it about her?
She's just magic. She's magic. Not just her singing and her looks and all that. And of course, that's all a bonus. But as a person, she's just magic. She just lights up a room. And she lit me up and still does. And I wouldn't be the same artist had I not met her. I certainly wouldn't have the career that I've had I not met her. Certainly wouldn't have lasted as long. I wouldn't have lasted as long. I would have burned out really quickly, I think, especially if I had lost her after I found her, if I had lost her because of not sort of bringing myself around a little bit, then I definitely would have been in a downward spiral.
So you guys met at 28. When did you change the drinking?
It took a while. I mean, I certainly calmed it down quite a bit. And it fluctuated. It would be times where it was not bad, then times where it was bad. And then it just got to where it was just got out of control. And that's when she set me down. Well, actually, she'd set me down a few times, but actually there was one morning in particular where I woke up and realized that it was 7 a.m. I was going to have to take the kids to school soon. And I realized I had a bottle of whiskey in my hand at 7 a.m. And I had the bottle in my hand. And I walked straight back to the bedroom and told her that I need help. She goes, all right, let's do it. I'm with you. And she stuck by me the whole time. And look, it's not been a linear path, as anybody knows that's ever gone through that kind of thing. It's not a linear path. There's always pitfalls and steps backwards and steps forwards. But she's a rock. She's a rock.
This is just a random thought, but at some point, if you haven't met Laird Hamilton and his wife, Gabby, Laird Hamilton's...
I know who Laird is, yeah.
Yeah. In any case, a lot of parallels in your lives. And I think also Gabby Reese, who used to be a professional volleyball player. In any case, a lot of parallels. Intensity, right? High gear. And it's very common, at least among my friends, certainly, and even in my case way back in the day. It's like that type of intensity can also get misapplied or reapplied to something like alcohol.
Absolutely.
It's not always a selective intensity.
No, it's not selective intensity. And then when it becomes a physical dependency, then you're in trouble.
Then you're in trouble.
Yeah.
How has fatherhood changed you?
Wow. Well, you certainly see with different eyes. And it changes what your definition of love is. More so than even getting married, I think, when you have children. There's such a responsibility and a weight that comes with all the brightness and the light and the love that causes you to realize that that's your true eternal life is your children and how they carry their perception of you forward. And it's a scary proposition because you're not going to do it right. Nobody does it right. You just hope you do 30% of it right and you just show up, and do the right. But I think that the thing that it changed more than anything, and I think anybody would tell you this, and it's pretty simple, is it takes a lot of the selfishness out of you. And part of you has to have that, I guess, in order to succeed and to push forward. But boy, it takes a lot of selfishness out of you and puts a lot of drive and passion and responsibility and thinking of the future in your path, which provides more structure for you.
Mhm.